My favorite video to make, I guess one of two of my favorite videos to make every year alongside the Easter prediction. But present predictions, we have 42 total presents, 28 player presents, 14 promo-based presents that we're going to walk through. But first, again, understanding of how I make my predictions, mainly for the promo presents. It all has to do with the relation of the value of snow. It really will tell you the overall the present is going to be, or the range of overalls at which a present can be. Last year, for some reason, the comments of my present prediction video thought I was a moron with how low my overalls were, but it turned out my present prediction video, you go watch it last year, we were pretty spot on when it came to the overalls of each of the promo presents. I usually get that part right. Now, when it comes to player presents this year, it's a lot more fun, and we'll talk about that more when we get to there. But first, let's go through the promo presents. If you want extended coverage of the market and how I make my coins, subscribe to the Coin Bible exclusively on Team Get Lucky, link in the description. Starting from the smallest snow value to the biggest, the first one up is the small present. Now, prediction, honestly, looking back when I made this, I put 83 plus. I could easily see this being an 82 plus. Normally, the base presents from the past few years of Zero Chill have been an any promo overall, although usually there's like a specific group or type of cards. What I really want to see amongst all of the base presents, I want to be able to pull Zero Chill cards. Because Zero Chill cards, if you've been playing this game, you'll know they're very, very expensive for their overall because, you know, snow has value. They go into sets. So, you know, 83 overall Zero Chills are possible, 87 stocking stuffers, 90s, of course, the heroes, and then 93s. Hopefully, Zero Chill players are pullable in these base presents. Next up, we've got, in my opinion, the most boring present of the batch, and that is the most feared or the scary present. I have it being an 84 plus most feared, and the reason for that, and EA typically does this with their promo presents in years past, also with eggs, is, you know, the range of overalls right now for most feared would be equal to 84, an 87, or a 90, so not much of a high ceiling on this present. But usually if you pull the lowest overall in one of these promo presents, you're going to lose a little bit of value or snow. An 84 overall is worth around, like, I think 180 to 200 snow. Then if you pull that 87, you'll gain value from that. And that's why I have it as 84 plus and not an 80, because if it was an 80, you know, the two main overalls you pull would be 80, 84, and you would lose pretty much value on that snow every single time. So you still pull an 84, you're going to lose. But then if you hit that 87 or 90, that is where you gain value from this present. Next up, the code name present. This one is going to be AKA themed. They got the purple vibe going throughout this entire year. The value is 600 snow. I have it through being an 86 plus, also an 86 through a 91 overall AKA. Remember, there's not anything higher than a 91 overall AKA, which is why the value isn't that high, albeit I have a high floor, and that's just because the ceiling of pulling AKA cards isn't too high. I will say this present kind of good because you can take, and even if it is an 85 plus AKA, you can easily see that. You can take those 85s and those 86 AKAs, 87s even, throw them into the sets and try to pull the LTDs because of those set champion slash LTD sets. So AKA present, a little bit boring, but could be fun to do some sets on Christmas morning. Back to the base presents. This one, a medium, pretty simple, 600 snow, same as the AKA. I have it being an 85 plus. The reasoning why AKA had 86 plus. Any at 85 plus is, well, you can pull 92, 93s, 94, or not. Actually, yeah, I think you can pull 94s in these because it'll be a Wednesday. There should be some merry mix of LTDs in pack. So I have it at an 85 plus. I think also could be an 84 plus, but no more higher than an 85 plus. But again, I think this present isn't that bad if you can pull those 87 stocking stuffers pretty frequently in them. And now my second least favorite present of all of the presents is the Invincible present. They kind of just do a similar name. You know, the colors will tell you what promo it is. It's the Unstoppable promo. And I actually have the overalls. I like to do the overalls a little bit different, but I have 85 plus. So 85 plus Unstoppable. I think this one is very, very simple and easy to understand. 630 snow, you can pull an 85 Unstoppable, an 88 Unstoppable, and a 91 Unstoppable. Again, that 85 would be a technical kind of mini L, and then an 88 would be a W, and a 91 would be a W. We'll see how good the odds are, but I have a feeling this one is going to be an 85 Unstoppable Player Simulator. Bit of a fun promo one here. We've got the Redux. 1210 snow, so we're up a little bit now. These, I guess, are considered all large. There's not that many small, medium presents. This one is a large at 1,210 snow. Sorry. My prediction, and now that we have 93 overall Reduxes, we can go up to a 93. I have it at an 87 plus Redux. You know, I could see 86 plus because now we have so many. We have 92s and 93 Reduxes, but the 1210 snow is a pretty good chunk. So I'm going to go with an 87. I think this isn't a bad present. I'm worried that like 87, 88, 89, even 90 overall Reduxes really aren't worth that much. You really got to pull a 91 plus to get, you know, the good chunk of coins from this present. Another base present, the large one this time, and very similar to the Redux. I just went with 87 plus. It's a bit more snow, but again, the reasoning behind that, you could go 87 to 93 overall. That's the range, or you could pull the 94 overall LTD that we think are potentially going to be in packs Christmas morning. So that's why I have it a little bit above the right, maybe is a little bit above the snow value of a Redux present, but I have, you know, pretty similar overalls, 87 plus. And this one, again, could be really, really good if those stocking stuffers are flying out of the 87 plus. And then this is the first present where it's like a for sure 100%er. This one is, I could actually just say confirmed. It's the Lightning present, also known as the Blitz present. It's 1350 snow, and the prediction, it's going to be an 88 plus bits, so you could pull an 88, 89, 90, 91, or 92. Doubt they'll throw the LTDs back in, but either way, this is a solid present. The reason I say that an 88 overall is like the highest floor of these large presents, and for 1350 snow, I have a feeling this one might give out actually a good amount of 90 pluses in it. But yeah, that is the Blitz present. Next up, we got a tricky present here, the Legacy present. I had this one being the All Madden promo at a 1550 snow. It's a tricky amount because I originally had this down at an 86 plus All Madden, but I changed my mind because I did a little bit of digging and math on it. So training the snow to find out what a overall would be snow-wise that doesn't have a card. For example, 89 overalls. There's no 89 overall Zero Chill players, so we don't know their exact Quicksil snow amount. But if we just went to a 90, a 93, you take whatever it is. I think I don't know if it's the opposite, but training or snow, you divide it by 5, and that will give you pretty much your exact snow amount per the overall. So an 89 overall, I believe it's, I don't know the exact training amount, but you divide it by 5, and it will get you around, I think it's like 1650, 1700. It's like the 1600 to 1800 range. And that's good because if you were to pull an 89 overall, it would technically still be a loss. And EA is very, very strict. They typically will never give out a present where it's an automatic W on the lowest overall you can pull. So pulling an 89 overall would still be a baby dub, or baby L, sorry, if you pull an 89 overall snow-wise. Or actually, it would be backwards. The value of an 89 is like 1300 or 1400, sorry. Whereas the present quick sells for 1550. And then, of course, if you pull a 92 overall on Madden, that would be a W. This present, I don't think it's that bad. If it is 89 plus, I think it's the best promo present. And the reason I say that is because 89s, again, they'll be a baby L. And then if you just pull like 192 every 5 or 6, which I think you should be able to do, it'll be a W. Now, if it's an 86 plus all Madden, this instantly becomes the worst promo present of the batch. So this one will be very, very hit or miss, the All Madden present. Now getting into the extra large promo present, these ones you're going to notice have a very similar overall range to them. First up, we got the Ultra Green one, or the Team of the Week present. 3660 snow. I think this one is very, very simple. It is a 90 to 93 overall Team of the Week. We'll see if we get Team of the Week content next Wednesday. It would be on Christmas. I doubt it. Personally, I don't love this gift, and the reason that is old Team of the Week cards, once they lose that boost, they drop in price. They're not like, no one wants them for their team. Their demand isn't very high. So this honestly isn't my favorite large present of the promo presents. Next up, we've got the Any one, and this one might be one of my favorite promo presents because, again, I think it's just 90 plus. Pretty much 90 overall to 93 overall range. It's the same quick sell amount as the Team of the Week, which gives you a pretty easy understanding of where I think that overall range is. And again, if this one has Zero Chill players flying out of it, those 90 Zero Chill players, whether it's Monday Mix-Up, Ghost, or Zero Chill, you know, they're going for like 150k right now. We know we're going to get some new sets post-Christmas. This would be a great present as long as some Zero Chill players are coming out of it. And then the final 3660 snow one is the Legend present. Very similar to Team of the Week. 90-93 overall Legend. I like this one a little better because Legends typically hold their price a bit more than Team of the Week, although Legends have been pretty cheap in past few weeks, so that doesn't bode well for the present. By the way, you might be thinking like, hey, why is this a Legend present? It's gold. Well, you actually look at the present and you look at the card art on set Legends this year. The theme is actually gold and maroon red. If you look at this present in the background, it's not actually a black background. I know the saturation may look a little bit darker than it normally is, but it's actually a maroon background with, of course, the gold kind of design around it. So it actually is Legend colors for this year. I know we're used to Legend being blue, but The old school present is legend present, I promise you. And again, I have it being that 90 to 93 overall range. Next up, we got the theme team present. This one, pretty self-explanatory, gonna be revolving around team builders. Now, the value of snow is 3710, so it's a bit higher than these 3660 snow extra large presents. I have it being a 90 plus team builder. Now, I have it 90 to 95. There is one 95 overall. There actually are no 94s. The base team builders, there are 90s. There's the 91 overall DK. There's the 92 overall Kerry Joseph. And then we have a bunch of 93 team builders we got just a few weeks ago through the division, like the team builder divisional champion. So that's why I think the value or the snow value is a bit slightly different than 3660 because it's not exactly a 90 to 95 range. There's 90 overalls you're going to pull and mainly 93 overalls. There's 191, 192, and 195, and I don't even know if those will be pullable in this present, but either way, this one pretty good. Team builders, you can build up to 93s, go into team diamonds, pretty decent present if you may ask, especially if you get that 95 overall Zach Martin team builder or theme team present 90 plus. And the final promo present is the Lineage, also known as the Footballers Family. This one also pretty much confirmed the reason the value. This one gives a great understanding into how they're valuing snow. Again, 5,500 snow. Footballers Family only has 92 plus overall cards, and we're actually getting, I believe, the Watt brothers this Monday. And yeah, they'll be ranging from 92 to 93. Sadly, I don't think you'll be able to pull the LTD because they will go out of packs on literally Wednesday morning. Maybe EA's generous and throws the LTDs in for one more day, but as of right now, it stands to be a 92 or 93. And again, very similarly, a 92 overall valued snow-wise would be right, I think it's at 5,300. So if you pull a 92, technically getting that baby L or slight L on it. And then if you pull that 93 overall, which is a value of 8,440, which we'll get into, it's a big overall we're going to be talking about. It'd be a W. So overall, this present, pretty rare. Honestly, I only have one. And I don't really know if I love it just because the non-LTD Footballers Family cards aren't that crazy, range. And there's not that many of them. So when this present gets pulled, those specific cards can be flooded, going to lose a bit of value. So I don't know how to feel about this present. Maybe you save it when they add 94 overall champions in, or save it for an LTD Footballers Family card is available. And maybe you could pull that. But yeah, that is the promo presents. I know it's a bit boring. We got to get them out of the way. But now let's head into the player presents. Starting off with the, I guess you would call them the large player presents. The overall for these ones is very, very easy to understand. They are going to be 90 overall cards. I've seen people say 89, 91. Their value is 2140 snow. It is the exact same snow value of a 90 overall already in the game. I can promise you. Yeah, these cards are going to be 90 overalls. Also, majority of these cards I have being out of position because, they are, like, bigger player names. And I think they're going to be, like, really good budget cards. We've seen this year for Zero Chill, the 90 overall cards can have 93, 94 speed. So these cards, while be it are 90 overalls, are going to be some of the best budget cards in the game, in my opinion. Just some of the best, low-rated cards in the game. I also want to mention, I've heard a theory going around. That maybe these cards are 90 overalls and you could upgrade them with snow to potentially 92 and 93 overall. I think that would be awesome. I don't know if EA is that clever to do that, but that would be really cool. It would give a ton of value to snow on Christmas Day, whereas snow is probably going to be coming down Christmas Day, because you can't get any more presents, but that would be a really, really cool twist to this, but, we'll have to wait and see. But first up, all that rambling, we have the snowplow, and the saturation kind of ruins the colors on this. It's more of a gold and red present. I think this one, very simply is Trent Williams, either running back, fullback, tight end, wide receiver. A few years back in the playoff game against the Packers, he was like a pulling guard, pulling tight end. In the snow plow, Niners colors of the present, Trent Williams, and I guess out of position, non-lineman. Next up, we got Chase Down Hawk. This one, I think, pretty easy too. We're going to get a DK Metcalf, and position-wise, I don't really know if it's not going to be a receiver. It's going to be a defensive one. It could be a DN, maybe even a D tackle. I think the best chance it has of being a defensive back or probably a linebacker. This card going to be good, right? 6'3", 6'4", don't know his exact height. Going to be super fast. I'm expecting 93, 94 speed minimum on this card. Maybe 95 speed. His pass rushing stats are probably pretty bad, but DK Metcalf out of position for the Chase Down Hawk present. Coverage Hill up next. I had this one just being Tyreek Hill. The only other player with the name really Hill in the NFL is Dax Hill, and I will say, it is orange colors, but I'm going to stick with Tyreek Hill. We've gotten like a middle linebacker Tyreek Hill, it seems like every single year in Madden, so I'm rolling with that. Either a DB, linebacker, DN, some form of out-of-position Tyreek Hill, and very similar to DK Metcalf. I think this card, even though it's only 90 overall, probably a good chance of having 94, 95 speed and just having, like, I don't know, bad block shed or bad tackle, but the speed on this card is going to be crazy. Another one I think is all but a lock, and I put kicker and punter on here. This is a kicker. It's Ocho Cinco kicker. He had a few attempted PATs and field goals in preseason over his storied career. Miracle in 85th. It's the orange colors, you even say for Oregon State, because trust me, there are some presents that we're going to talk about that definitely go into college colors. Either it's Oregon State or the Bengals. Miracle in 85th, 85 the number, Ocho Cinco. I have it being a kicker, Ocho Cinco. Some more special teams. We've got the punt goat. I think this one is Matt Araiza punter, but I could see it being Tom Brady. The reason or the theory behind Matt Araiza, you got a bit of the Chiefs colors being red and yellow, but you also got some black in there, and it's a nod to his San Diego State days. San Diego State Aztec, Matt Araiza was. Their colors mainly are like a black and a darker red color, and I think that is giving the vibe of this present. I think this present was originally called like Punt God because that was his nickname, but Punt Goat, Matt Araiza punter, that's my prediction. This one a fun one, had to go deep in my bag of NFL knowledge. We got the holiday returns, and the saturation, again, color might be a little bit skewed on your screen because I pump up that saturation for these screenshots, but trust me, it's blue, it's orange, that is the colors on the present. And this one, to me, can only be one player. It is Trindon Holiday. Was a great, I think he was an all-pro return man for the Bengals in the years of Peyton Manning, Demaryius Thomas, those years from like 2013 to 2017. Trindon Holiday had a really, really good, I think it was like budget card in Madden 13 Ultimate Team. Yes, going way, way back. And again, even though this card is going to be 90 overall, I can almost guarantee you he has a 94, 95 speed. Very, very short. I believe he's 5'8 or 5'9. He's a midget. But Holiday Returns got the Holiday, and I might actually spelled it wrong. I see how it says Holiday Return. I don't know if it's actually 2 L's on his actual name, but also Holiday Returns. He was known as a return man. I think this one, pretty easy. Trindon Holiday, 90 overall. Next up, Sappy and Bright. This one's pretty self-explanatory. It's Buccaneers colors. We've got Warren Sapp, and I'm going to assume it's an out of position because it's only a 2140 snow, being a 90 overall, and he actually has a 91 overall card in-game, so I don't know. I put down as Warren Sapp out of position. I could see running back. I could see O-lineman. I think he had a tight end card a few years back for like Ultimate Legends that was really, really good that people remember. So it's Warren Sapp out of position. We just don't know what position. This one, a bit tricky. I had to kind of, I don't really know what this one could be. Bolton Lock. So I would almost guarantee you it's a I was going to say San Diego Charger. It's a Los Angeles Charger. Probably an out-of-position player. I have it being Joe Alt, and the reason I say that, Bolton Lock more defensive back, and that Joe Alt cornerback card last year was a very, very popular card. He actually already has a card. He got a Ghost of Madden Future 90 overall, which I think was a scam. I thought he should have been a champion. One of the best tackles in all of football, even as a rookie. So I'm hoping this is a Joe Alt defensive back or corner 90 overall. Probably won't be the fastest, but, he's got that 6'7", I think, frame that is. So Bolton Lock, I think you can guarantee to be a Chargers player. I have it being a Joe Alt out of position. Next up, King Snapper. Now, I've seen some people say this one might be Frank Ragnow, but I'm not really getting Frank Ragnow vibes. I'm not getting Lion vibes from this. I'm getting Titans vibes. I see the light blue. I see actually shades of dark blue in the background. I see red. To me, those are obvious Titans colors. Now, Titans players, it could be a lot of people. I had this being a Derrick Henry. I know he's not on the Titans anymore, but King Snapper, I have it being like a 90 overall quarter. You guys know quarterback Derrick Henry. They love dropping this card in Ultimate Team. Maybe it's an O-lineman center. Either way, I think this is some Tennessee Titan, maybe an Oiler from back in the day. But I have it down as Derrick Henry quarterback. I think it'd be a really fun card. It makes sense. Out of position 90 overall, Derrick Henry would be very, very fast. And I hope these cards, by the way, get 0 AP abilities. And, he wouldn't actually be that bad of a card. So that is my prediction for King Snapper. Next up, we've got the LT Express. I'm pretty confident this one is going to be Lawrence Taylor, right? Giants colors, LT Express. I would say LaDainian Tomlinson, but, the blue and the red makes no sense. If it was purple, I'd say TCU. And I'm going to go with running back Lawrence Taylor. I don't think it's going to be a defensive position against only a 90 overall card. He just got an outside linebacker, 92 overall. I'm going with running back. I think it could be any position, wide receiver, fullback. I don't think it'll be quarterback. I went with running back because Express, more so like, train, running back, freight train. Lawrence Taylor, running back, 90 overall for the LT Express present. This one is, I think, out of all the presents, I have no idea what this is. And I'll give you my theory. of why it is Aqib Talib out of position. So, you look at this present, Icy Guard. Now, I still don't know what the Icy Guard means. Could it be a guard, like left guard or right guard? Possibly. Then I looked at the colors of the present being blue, red, and yellow, or gold. And I'm like, that makes no team in the NFL, like the Steelers have it in their like logo. They have like, you know, the checkered, it's literally a red, blue, and yellow, like inside the helmet colors. I don't think that would be it. Then I went to college colors, and again, college colors are going to be a frequent in the extra large player presence. Trust me, they use college colors to tell you what player it is. And the one college that stands out to me is Kansas. Only thing that stood out for me, they are quite simply blue, red, yellow. And then I did some digging, and who were the most famous Kansas players in the NFL? Honestly, Gale Sayers is actually one of them, but he just got a legend card. Maybe it's a Gale Sayers defensive player, but Aqib Talib is like the most recent high-profile named player to come out of Kansas. He has a card already in the game, being the top 100 reward at like 93 overall or whatever, so that's my best guess. I have no clue. Put it down in the comments what you guys think Icy card could be. I have Aqib Talib out of position. Maybe it's a receiver. Yeah, this one, no idea. And the final 90 overall player present. You guys are going to be a bit upset at this one, but trust me, this is not Josh Allen's only card in these presents. I have it down as a Josh Allen out of position linebacker, DN, DB, snowball slinger, Bills colors. Honestly, this could be a slew of players. Danny Dimes, Tommy DeVito. I went with Josh Allen. Again, Buffalo Snow, it kind of just makes sense, especially a present later on down the line here. But Josh Allen has gotten, like, he had an outside linebacker card last year for Mary mix-up. So I'm rolling with that. This card is going to be really, really good. I expect to be pretty fast. And at either position, DN, DB, linebacker, just if he's on defense, it's going to be a good card. 6'5", has that frame. Josh Allen out of position. All right, before we get into the extra large player presents, you'll notice down overall, I have it 93/94. I know the comments, behold, are going to be arguing back and forth on what overall these are. If I had a gun to the back of my head, sorry, right? Martians have the death being staring at Earth. I'm saying it's a 93 overall, and the reason I say that, the value again, 8440 Snow, is the exact Snow Quicksilver of a 93 overall champion. We also have seen in the store, they have called some offers in the store Hero plus presents and Champion plus present, champions being 93 overall. I also have one other, and actually before that theory, I also want to say, depending on what overall they are, whether they are 93 or 94 overall, I don't think it matters. I've been trying to say this, push this narrative like the last 2 weeks. If they're 94 overall LTD, first off, these presents are rare. There are, I believe, 14, or it might be 16 or 15 total extra large player presents. These things are rare. Like, yeah, you can pull them, but there's so many of them, they're going to be more rare, and the good ones, I think, are going to be more expensive than last year's LTD presents. So, even if there are a 94 overall LTD, they're not going to be 350k. These cards are going to be 600, 700k plus, in my opinion, and we've shown, even if they're 93 overall, they can give good speed to these cards. CeeDee Lamb has 95 speed. Calvin Johnson has 95 speed for his champions. So, I know there's going to be a whole lot of arguing in the comments on whether these are 93 overalls or they're LTD 94 overalls. I don't think it matters. I think the cards either way are going to be awesome. And whether they're 93 or 94 overall, they're going to be expensive. They're not going to be near that 350k price tag because there's just so many of them. I can tell you how many presents I have. I've opened the store 3 times now. I'm going to be the 4th. I think I'm going to do it the night before Christmas. I have 3. I have 3 extra large presents, and I've cleared the store 3 times. The most I've heard from someone is like they have 8 or 9 or 10. And even at that, they don't have every single player present. They're probably going to have dupes, especially the part 2 presents, I might add. The good ones are going to be expensive. I think we're looking at like 1 to 1.5, maybe even 2 million coin for the really, really good ones. I think these cards are going to be good. And again, the sheer amount of them, they're going to be pretty rare. And then the last thing I want to talk about before we get into the predictions. I want to tease this. There is a theory going around on if some are potentially 93 overall and others are 94 overall LTDs. And that has to do with the size, yes, the size of the bow on the present. So I'll give 2 examples. First up, let's just do the winter. I'll show the winter hero present because I have it. You'll see the bow has like, it's a bigger bow. There's like background. It's actually the same bow on the extra large base present. But there's just like background foliage, you would say, of the bow. It's just, you know, it's a thicker bow on the present, where if you go and look at the original Lurker one, the bow is a bit smaller, doesn't have like as many petals on the background as the Winter Hero one. So some people are saying the big bow means 94 overall LTD, whereas the smaller bow just is a 93 overall champion. That's the conspiracy that has been brought to me over the past few days, and I thought I'd let you guys know, and you guys can run off with that, think of what you want. But now finally, let's get into the extra large player present predictions. First up, we've got Jolly Pirate. This one, I think, is a bit of a mystery. I have it down as a Chris Johnson out of position. Remember, he's getting that running back card, 95 overall for top 100, so I don't think it's Chris Johnson running back. And the reason I went with Chris Johnson, Jolly Pirate, it is like purple and yellow, so yeah, definitely could be a Viking. 100% agree to put a Viking down here. But also, it's the colors of the ECU, East Carolina Pirates, which Chris Johnson did go to. And their colors are exactly purple and yellow, and they're literally the Pirates. So, yeah, that's my prediction. Chris Johnson out of position, probably a defensive Chris Johnson if it's going to be him. Next up, we got, I think, maybe my personal favorite one. I actually do have this one, so I'm proud to say, original Lurker, my prediction, Anthony Barr, purple color, base purple, so it definitely could be a ghost, because that's kind of the theme they went with Ghost here. It's purple, and there will be a ghost present later on that we talk about. But I'm going with Anthony Barr, purple, original Lurker. He was like one of the pioneers of Madden Ultimate Team back in Madden 15, 16, 17. His outside linebacker, middle linebacker cards, also, might I add, UCLA Bruin, like 6'5", always was super, super fast. He, again, one of the original, like, OP linebackers that would jump 500 feet in the air, pick off a deep post in the line of scrimmage. I hope this one is Anthony Barr, but, there definitely are some other predictions you guys put down in the comments below. But, for the time being, Anthony Barr is the original Lurker. And here is that Josh Allen present. Now, you're going to have to walk me a little bit because you're like, gold. Okay, so first off, Winter Hero. Winter, again, similar snow, blizzard vibes, Buffalo Bills, play a lot of games, maybe in the snow in December. That doesn't really have to do with it. I also have kind of for the nickname Winter Hero for Josh Allen, but I want to go for the present. And you're thinking gold and black, Steeler, Pittsburgh Steeler, and I 100% can see it being a Pittsburgh Steeler. But I want to ask you guys, where did Josh Allen go to college? That's right, Wyoming. Wyoming, gold, black. It's actually gold and brown. I actually haven't looked at it completely. It might be actually brown and not black. That would actually probably like confirm it if it is a Josh Allen. He is way overdue for a card. And yeah, he's probably going to be getting an MVP card in a few months, but his highest overall, I believe right now, is an 85 overall. He has not got a team of the week for all these 50-point performances. He is getting a zero chill card, whether it's in a future release or it's a present. I had this Winter Hero one being a quarterback, 93, and I guess you could say with the bow theory, a 94 overall LTD. Josh Allen. Next up, the Miami Twinkle, sticking with the college theme. Yes, it does have Miami. They're telling Miami Hurricane colors, right? Miami Hurricanes, orange, green. My final prediction is Michael Irvin. The reason I say that, I saw someone, I think it was in the comments of a Swift video prediction. Twinkle, Cowboys, star, Miami Twinkle, Miami Hurricanes, Cowboys kind of ties the two together to be Michael Irvin. However, there was a rumor in one of my Twitch streams like a week ago that Mutt Leaks actually tweeted out like a 95 overall. I don't know if it was a 95 overall. They tweeted out a Ray Lewis, and then they quickly deleted it. And I had like 4 or 5 people say it happened. They didn't get the screenshot because he deleted the tweet like within 5 seconds of tweeting it. So this might end up being a Ray Lewis. My prediction, though, is still going to be Michael Irvin. Next up, Dex the Halls. I think this one pretty self-explanatory. Dexter Lawrence, Dex the Halls. Also want to note, Clemson colors. Dexter Lawrence went to Clemson. Orange, purple vibes on the present. Which is why I'm trying to tell you guys, they are giving you clues from either the team colors or the college colors. And yeah, that's what I use. The colors will tell you who the team is, potentially who the player is, same with the name. Right? You got to combine the two. But this one, pretty easy. Dexter Lawrence, could it be like a running back version? I could easily see that, but for the time being, I said Dexter Lawrence down. New York Giant, Dex the Halls. Festive Defender is the next one. And this one, I think it could be a slew of players. I'm going with Packers, right? Green and yellow Festive Defender. I put the two most, biggest name, Packers defenders of all time in Charles Woodson and Reggie White. Could definitely see it be a current player. I tried to figure out, like, maybe there was a Packer defender that had a festive-esque name, like a Christmas-themed name. I don't know. Charles Woodson, Tree, Christmas, I don't know. Reggie White, Snow White. I don't know. That's why I put them down. I have no clue, honestly, who this could be. I think it could be like I said, a laundry list of Packers defenders. Possibly the most sought after present of the entire bunch. We've got the Covertron. I don't think there needs to be any argument for what this present is. It's Calvin Johnson, defensive back. He pretty much gets a cornerback, a strong safety, a free safety every single year in Madden Ultimate Team. He just got his first card in Ultimate Team as a receiver for Ghost of Madden Past. Lions colors, pretty self-explanatory. And this is one of the presents I talked about. We're probably going to be like 1.5 to 2.5 million coins maybe. He's going to have probably 95 speed. He's 6'5", and he's a part 2 extra large player present, so he's going to be really, really, really rare. Calvin Johnson, defensive back, is my prediction. This one might be the most controversial one that I talk about in this video. Tis the Graham. And initially, I think we all thought right away Jimmy Graham, right? Potentially a Jimmy Graham defensive player because he already has a team diamond that he got for a tight end, or 92 overall / 95 overall. And I guess you can maybe throw the purple in there as a tight end, or not a tight end, as a team diamond themed. You can 100% be that. I guess you could say it's a team diamond Jimmy Graham, 92 or 95. Again, I think all these players are brand new cards. Mutleaks has hinted in their tweets that like player presents, or the players in these presents, are like labeled differently. There's like the motivator boost from Ghost actually is going to boost these cards, and there's like there's just specific coding and writing that says like the player presents are like unique. They're different, like I don't know how to explain it, but they're just called player present players. They're not, I don't think they're going to be regurgitated players, rehashed players. Cut's been doing their rewind program. I know there's a lot of presents in this video that could easily be like, for example, this one, a 92 plus Jimmy Graham, where you pull either the 92 or the 95. I'm going with Autogram. I think it's either Jimmy Graham or Autogram. The reason I say Autogram is the colors of it, because I was like, Jimmy Graham, I see orange in the background and like purple. Those are like the main two colors, orange, black, and purple. And I'm like, Jimmy Graham just like Bears, but like where does the purple fall in? He went to Miami. He played for, the Packers, the Saints. None of these colors tell me Jimmy Graham. And then I did some digging on Autogram, and like, the Browns are orange. And I'm like, where does Autogram, where did he go to college at? Northwestern. Purple. Got the brown in the background for the Browns. And then got the purple for Northwestern. That's what I'm rolling with. I'm rolling with a quarterback Autogram. It's either Jimmy Graham, it's either Autogram. Because of the colors of the present, I'm going to say Autogram. This is a bit of a fun present. Future Warlock. You'll see I have down Quinyon Mitchell. He's way overdue for a card. And the reason I'm with Quinyon Mitchell, you might be saying, well, you just talked about colors with Autogram, and now you're going an Eagle for an all-purple. This is that Ghost present. Future Warlock, future being Ghost of Madden Future, Warlock, lock down, defensive back. And again, this could be a laundry list of young defensive backs in the NFL, but I think Quinyon Mitchell is so overdue for a card. His teammate in Cooper DeJean got a Ghost of Madden Future LTD. I'm going to say this one is a Quinyon Mitchell Ghost of Madden Future. Next up, we've got Frosty the Third. I had this one being Robert Griffin the Third. I think there's two possible players this one could be. It could be Clay Matthews the Third, Packers, right? Packers colors, green and yellow. But what also is green and yellow is the color of the Baylor Bears. We know they have the rights to RG3 because he has multiple cards in College Football Ultimate Team. This one is a pretty easy one, RG3. And I think he'll be a quarterback. I don't think he has a card this year yet. Did he have a? I know that was a Campus Hero card last year. I had this one being Robert Griffin III, Frosty the Third, RG3, Baylor colors. That's my prediction. Another potentially highly sought after present, the Peppers all the way. I have it as being, I think it's a Julius Peppers non-defensive end one because he already has a 95 overall DN. Maybe it's a tight end or wide receiver Julius Peppers, but I think we're going to get that, standard Julius Peppers defensive back card, Madden Ultimate Team we seem to get every year. And now I want to talk about the colors. I think this one is a perfect example of the colors telling you what player it is. We not only have the green and slight hints of yellow from when he played on the Packers. We have the light blue colors, not only for the Panthers, but North Carolina. But we also have dark blue and orange from when he played on the Bears. It kind of gives you his full career summary of the teams he played for. This one, Obviously, to me, a Julius Peppers. Now, position, I don't know exactly. The gingerbread presents are up next, and this is one of them where I don't really know. People are trying to say, like, they're going to go with gingers, so, like, Travis Kelce, tight end, Hayden Hurst, potentially Max Crosby. I went a little bit different of a path, but not really. I went with the Kelce family. Now, I have Jason Kelce tight end edition for this one, and this is my theory behind it. Gingerbread house, family. But you might think, oh, Jason Kelce defensive end, Travis Kelce tight end. I say no to that because I think these cards, don't they already have, either they have a Football's Family or a Season 4 Football's Family cards. I don't know if they have those actually exactly, but they're going to get a Football's Family card, right? I think that's all but guaranteed. We're going to get a Travis and Jason Kelce Football's Family release at some point during that promo. So that's where I think the Jason Kelce just center and Travis Kelce, specifically the Travis Kelce tight end card, is going to be released. So, you know, combining all those string theories together, I have gingerbread tight end being Jason Kelce tight end, and then I have gingerbread defensive end being Travis Kelce DN. I guess you could say green and red. They're like not corresponding colors. They're, I think the presents are opposites, you would say. Red for the Chiefs, green for the Eagles. I don't know. This is a crapshoot one. I could be, I have no clue, honestly, what these two presents are, but they're definitely going to be tied together. My other theory was maybe a J.J. Watt tight end and a defensive end card. Guess he, you know, caught passes briefly for the Texans, and of course he was the defensive end. He's way over, not actually way overdue for a card. Had an AKA, but that was my other theory. For this one, honestly, I don't know. Star of James, though. I think this one pretty simple. It's LeBron James. No, it's not LeBron James. Chargers colors, Star of James, Derwin James. This one again, like I think Calvin Johnson and Julius Peppers, I think this one, as long as he's a defensive back, maybe they give him a receiver, running back card. He's gotten passed for, I think, backyard ballers. But if it's a defensive back, Derwin James, gonna be one of the more sought after presents. You know, if you have it, congratulations. And for the final two, I'm not actually going to pair them together, but they both are the same colors. They both seem to be the same team. We got the Fast and Frozen present. This one, pretty fun one. Definitely going to be a Raider. I have it being Darius Hayward-Bay. I know there's going to be Henry Ruggs jokes. It's not going to be Henry Ruggs, so that would actually make a lot of sense. But Darius Hayward-Bay, also a very fast, you know, Oakland Raider when he played. Had a ghost card last year. Another actually option for this one is Cliff Branch. I was doing some research. He like set the record for, he's like the fastest NFL player, or like it was like 100 meter, 10, I don't know exactly. He set a record in the NCAA for like being one of the fastest people. So yeah, Cliff Branch also could be it. Was a Raider in like the 70s or the 80s, I believe. Has gotten an Ultimate Team card in the past, I believe in Madden 22 for the Bo Knows program. But my official prediction is going to be a Darius Hayward-Bay. And this card, probably going to be, I would give a prediction, 96 speed will be the fastest card in the game. And the final extra large player present, we've got the Holiday Bo. No secrets on what this one will be. It's going to be a Bo Jackson. I'm going to say a Bo Jackson, just stock running back. We actually got a leak from Mutt Leaks where Bo Jackson is getting a Mary Mix-Up card, and that one will be out of position, so that kind of eliminates the Bo Jackson out of position theory. I just think this one's pretty straightforward, it's Bo Jackson. It's running back Bo Jackson. Probably the best running back in the game if they give him 95, maybe 96 speed. Again, one of the most sought after presents. A part 2 present too. Gonna be pretty, it seems like the part 2 presents, whether it's Covertron, the Julius Peppers present, or the Holiday Bo present. I think those are the big 3, I would say, of all these presents. And they're all part 2 ones. They're all extra large player presents, so they're gonna be pretty, jeez. Long video, man. I've been talking for a while, but they're gonna be pretty expensive. But I think that covers all 42 presents, man. I know it's a long video. I talked for a lot. This video took me forever to get all the graphics and record it, but man, I really enjoy doing these player present prediction videos, and especially this year because they did what I've been asking for years, where they did individual, unique player present. They didn't do 5, they didn't do 10, no, they did 28 different ones. I think all 28 are going to be relevant within the meta. We've seen, again, the 90 overall cards. I'm going to state it. They've gotten some good cards in the Zero Chill program. They are going to be fast. With the Zero Chill boost, they're going to be good cards too. So don't be upset if your player present is only 90 overall. I think it's going to be a really good card that could go for, you know, 200 to 250k potentially if they're a very popular player, good stats. But that is all for the player present prediction video. Let me know down in the comments below some predictions for some presents that you think, you know, I might have got wrong, and let me know what presents you guys have. Maybe what players you might be looking forward to picking up on Christmas morning. enough talking for me. That is all from this video. For this video, I will see you guys all for Market Monday or maybe Christmas morning. And until then, peace.